Okay, right now we're going to discuss the actual bee box. When you push this little button here, it's going to take 45 seconds for it to turn on. Now, assuming once again you've watched Cindy Sawyer's opening the box video where she talks about where to put in your cord, how to open this bee box. If I need to do another one, we will. But for right now, we're just going to discuss, this is the home page. It comes up and you've got a home page for each port. At the top, you're going to see A1 and A2, and this refers to your plugs over here, A1 and A2. So we're always going to put, it's just easier to keep it straight, the plug for your BBody, which is your mat, in your A1 slot. And just to reiterate, you want to roll in the plugs. Since they're magnetized, you just don't want to slam them in. You want to roll them in. And then I'm going to put the pad or one of the attachments in A2. So just moving this back. Okay, so there's the purple, blue, orange, I think it shows yellow in here, and red button, or orange, it almost shows orange in here, but the colors are a little strange on an iPhone. So the purple, we're going to call that the king button, or it's more your left hand if you play an instrument, and that's your chords. So we're going to look at that, and then this one we're going to call more your queen button if you play chess, or the melody. So it goes up and down on the right-hand side of, say, the piano. This is the sleep mode. We're going to do a separate video on that, and on the B light, we're going to do a separate video on that. So just getting started, we're going to use the first two buttons for your first week or two, just so we don't get too complicated and you have to figure out how to use too many chords over here on the right. And once you can learn to do that proficiently, you're getting your sessions in twice a day, we're going to do more nuances on how to utilize programs, etc. Different parts of the body, we'll have separate videos for that, low back, neck, ankle, thumbs, wrists, whatever. So, okay. So this is your very first session. We're pushing the purple button, and sometimes when you actually push it, it doesn't work. You actually have to push it. It's not a really super light touch like it would be on an iPhone. So now your first screen that comes up are 10 doses of electromagnetic wave energy. And for the first week, we're going to push 1. Oops. Okay, that is showing in the little picture. It's showing one of my attachments, which is the pad over the shoulder. And so we're going to use this little arrow down here at the bottom, which goes back and forth between the ports, and I'm going to put it on A1. So I want it on the body. I'm going to push 1. Oops, that's the spot. Okay, I have got the wrong thing in there. So this is a good thing to show you. This is how it'll be maybe the next morning. I'm going to take the plug and put the little cover on it. Anytime I'm not using it, these are brilliant because they protect these plugs. It's not like a regular plug that, you can, throw it around. This has these little 6 prongs on it. So I'm going to plug this in now. This is the BBody here on the side. And you're going to notice that the side with the rough edge, which has the logo, is the one that comes towards you. The smooth side is away from you. And if you do it the wrong way, it'll actually push it out of the port. So then I'm going to take it to here and roll it in. Okay, and always a little bing. So now this was actually good because now you can see a person lying on the mat. So we have the proper thing in A1, and it's on level 1. It's the morning time, so it's got the plus sign. The plus sign, if you look at the bottom, it says plus, and it's a little squiggle, or what some people call the lightning rod. And if you just push it, you'll notice it goes up off on the top of the screen, and if you push it again, it comes back on. So it will always default to the plus, and if you push it, it goes off. So in the afternoon, late afternoon, evening, you're going to want to take it off. In the morning, you're going to want to have that on for that extra energy of ATP to your mitochondria. Okay. And then we're going to push this arrow down here at the bottom. So that's switching the ports. We're going to look at this. That's your pad. I'm going to show you later, but since I've already pushed it, we're going to go back because it's not where I want it. I'm going to go back again, and we're going to look at the programs here on the blue button. I'm going to push program 1. This is just your very first session. The plus sign is fine because it's morning, and I'm actually going to push start. I'm going to switch it. I'm going to push start on the mat. So as you notice, they're both counting down now from 8 minutes. So you always want to check and make sure they're counting down, because sometimes you think you've pushed start and you really haven't. And I'm going to take this pad and I'm now going to put this over my abdomen for my gut. So Beamer says they want you to do systemic or MAT, gut health, and brain health once a day, at least once a day on the gut and the brain health. And obviously on the mat, as we've already discussed, twice a day, 8 minutes in the morning and 8 minutes in the evening. So we're going to look at different setups on the head for the brain and also where you put it on the gut. That's it for getting started. You have 8 minutes and you're about to complete your very first session. That's easy. Thank you.